Every single morning, as you sit down to enjoy what you believe is a perfectly healthy breakfast of eggs, you might actually be signing your own death warrant without even realizing it. You probably think you're fueling your body with the gold standard of protein and nature's best nutrients. But what if I told you a terrifying truth that would send a cold shiver down your spine? Could you ever imagine that 7 incredibly common mistakes are funneling over 16,000 deadly bacteria and toxic compounds directly into your system every single day? This is not just a minor health concern. It is a slow-motion disaster that is eating away at your liver and heart from the inside out. While it sounds like something out of a horror movie, the latest food safety breakthroughs from 2024 and 2025 have brought this bone-chilling reality to light. Research now proves that even a pristine shell-white egg can hide a silent killer known as Salmonella enteritidis. A tiny slip-up in how you cook or store that egg is an open invitation for these microscopic monsters to invade. Within just a few hours, these ravenous bacteria can multiply into over 16,000 colonies in your bloodstream, effectively crippling your immune system for good. Here at Senior Secrets Health 365, we want you to understand that the chemical structure of an egg is far more delicate than you've been led to believe. In the average American kitchen, slight fluctuations in cooking temperature, using the wrong types of oils, or the catastrophic mistake of reheating eggs can transform life-giving protein into a toxic sludge. When exposed to extreme or improper heat, the precious, healthy fats inside the yolk oxidize and the proteins warp into a stone-like structure that your stomach simply cannot process. The end result? Your body begins producing destructive chemical compounds that are directly linked to heart failure, permanent memory loss, and the kind of agonizing joint pain that makes every step a struggle. You might be walking around feeling proud of your disciplined diet, but beneath the surface, a wildfire of inflammation is spreading through your veins, waiting for the moment it sends you to a hospital bed at the Mayo Clinic or Johns Hopkins. Today, we are pulling back the curtain on the 7 fatal blunders that are destroying your health, and I am going to show you exactly how to fix them so you can finally unlock the true healing power of this superfood. But before we dive into the countdown, I want to hear from you. Where in the United States are you watching from? Whether you're in the heart of New York City or the sunny suburbs of Los Angeles, drop a comment below. Have you ever felt bloated or experienced sharp stomach pains after eating eggs? Your stories and questions help our team at Senior Secrets Health 365 create the science-backed solutions you need, so don't hesitate to share your thoughts. Make sure you watch every second of this video, because in just 2 minutes, I'm going to reveal the number 2 mistake, a revelation so shocking you might never want to touch an egg again. Millions of Americans are making this exact error every morning, causing irreparable damage to their arteries and inviting premature aging into their lives. Every fact we share today is backed by rigorous scientific data, which you can verify yourself in the references provided. But first, a quick question for the community. At what age did you start eating eggs daily, and are they still a staple of your breakfast today? Let us know in the comments right now. Now, let's get straight to the terrifying mistake number 7, which turns your meal into nutritional garbage before you even turn on the stove. This blunder involves the way you store your eggs in the refrigerator. Most of you are placing your eggs in the door of the refrigerator because that is where the plastic holder is located. However, this is a lethal mistake. The temperature in the door fluctuates every time you open it to grab milk or juice. This constant change in temperature causes the eggshell to expand and contract, creating microscopic fractures that you cannot see with the naked eye. These tiny cracks allow ambient air and household dust to get sucked directly into the yolk, carrying pathogens that begin to ferment the egg from the inside out. By the time you crack that egg into the pan, you are cooking a cocktail of decay. Furthermore, mistake number 6 involves the dangerous practice of washing your eggs under the kitchen faucet. You might think you were cleaning the shell, but you are actually stripping away the natural protective coating known as the bloom. Once this barrier is gone, the shell becomes as porous as a sponge, allowing any bacteria on your hands or the countertop to seep into the protein. When these contaminated eggs hit a hot pan with cheap vegetable oils, the resulting chemical reaction creates a substance known as lipid peroxides. These are aggressive molecules that hunt down your healthy cells and rip through their outer membranes, leading to cellular death and rapid cognitive decline. You are essentially eating a biological bomb that targets your brain and your cardiovascular system simultaneously. We are seeing a massive spike in unexplained fatigue across the country, and the source is sitting right there on your breakfast plate. This is not just about nutrition anymore. It is about survival in a world where our most basic food habits have been corrupted by misinformation and poor kitchen practices. The seventh biggest mistake is tossing the egg yolk in the trash. Many people in the US today, influenced by half-baked internet trends, think they are being heart-healthy by avoiding the yolk to prevent cholesterol buildup. This isn't just a misconception, it's a nutritional tragedy. When you throw away the yolk, you are discarding the most powerful, life-sustaining part of the egg. The yolk contains 100% of the fat-soluble vitamins that shield your liver and lungs. It's packed with vitamin A and vitamin D, creating an invincible armor for your immune system. Furthermore, 90% of the calcium, essential iron, and the brain's primary fuel, vitamin B12, are hidden right there in the yellow center. By skipping the yolk, you are essentially kicking out the vitamin D your body desperately needs to keep your bones as strong as steel. Yolks also contain a magical nutrient called choline, which acts as a shield against Alzheimer's and memory loss, while lutein keeps your vision as sharp as a hawk's. A landmark study from the University of Connecticut revealed that those who eat the whole egg have much more stable good cholesterol levels than those who only eat the whites. The natural cholesterol in eggs doesn't actually harm your blood levels. In fact, the lecithin found in yolks helps melt away bad fat like magic. To get real, lasting nutrition, you must eat the whole egg. If you can source pasture-raised eggs from a local American farm, you've essentially found nature's most potent medicine. The sixth deadly mistake is pairing eggs with the absolute wrong types of food. While eggs are a unique superfood, mixing them with certain items turns your stomach into a ticking time bomb. A very common but dangerous American habit is washing down an egg breakfast with a hot cup of coffee or tea. Did you know that the tannins and polyphenols in your morning brew act like a deadbolt on the door to your cells, preventing iron absorption? Your body fails to absorb over 60% of the iron in the eggs, which is especially dangerous for women who may already struggle with anemia. Others pair eggs with processed sausages or greasy bacon, which can actually trigger dormant cancer cells. Even eating eggs with high-fiber toast can be problematic, as excessive fiber can block the expensive egg protein from entering your system. The most scientific way to eat eggs is to pair them with vitamin C-rich vegetables, like fresh peppers or tomatoes. This speeds up iron absorption by 3 times, making you feel instantly more energized. You must wait at least 30 to 40 minutes before or after your meal to have that coffee, or you're simply wasting your money and your health. Coming in at number 5 is eating eggs at the wrong time, which can absolutely wreck your metabolism. In our fast-paced American lifestyle, we often ignore our body's internal clock, known as the circadian rhythm. Modern research shows that eating high-protein foods like eggs at the wrong hour causes your metabolism to malfunction, leading to rapid weight gain. For those who eat eggs late at night for dinner, you should know that your digestive power is at its lowest during sleep. This means egg protein absorption drops by 30%, leaving that undigested protein to rot in your gut, causing painful gas, acid reflux, and ruined sleep. Science tells us that our digestive fire peaks between 7 a.m. and 2 p.m., making this the golden window for eggs. Conversely, eating eggs on a completely empty stomach the moment you wake up can cause a sudden spike in amino acids that the body can't fully utilize, leading to nutritional waste. Aim for the sweet spot between 9 a.m. and noon when your body is most active and ready to rebuild. Furthermore, we must address the hidden danger of how these timing errors interact with your hormonal balance. When you consume eggs during the evening hours, you are inadvertently suppressing the production of melatonin, the hormone responsible for deep restorative sleep. The high concentration of amino acids requires intense metabolic activity to process, which raises your core temperature just when it should be dropping. This metabolic heat prevents you from entering the REM cycle, meaning you wake up feeling aged, exhausted, and mentally foggy. Over time, this chronic lack of recovery leads to systemic inflammation that targets the sensitive tissues in your brain and heart. Another critical expansion on this issue involves the overlooked danger of overconsumption in a single sitting. While eggs are nutritional powerhouses, your liver has a specific threshold for processing the high concentration of biotin and sulfur found in the yolk. Shoving 4 or 5 eggs into your system during a rushed lunch creates a protein bottleneck. This excess nitrogen must be filtered out by your kidneys, placing an immense strain on your renal system that can lead to long-term filtration issues. Many Americans are inadvertently causing kidney fatigue simply because they believe more is always better. By spreading your intake across the golden window and respecting the body's natural limits, you prevent the buildup of ammonia in your bloodstream, which is often the secret culprit behind that midday brain fog and sudden irritability. Your health is a delicate balance of timing and chemistry, and ignoring these biological laws is a risk you simply cannot afford to take. The fourth terrifying error is cooking eggs over high heat. Many Americans love their eggs well done or fried until the edges are crispy and brown. However, when eggs are cooked at temperatures exceeding 300 degrees Fahrenheit, the healthy cholesterol becomes oxidized. This creates a lethal compound called oxysterol, which is 100 times more damaging to your arteries than regular cholesterol. This toxic substance builds up plaque in your blood vessels, increasing your risk of a heart attack by nearly 30%. High heat also destroys 50 to 85% of the precious vitamin B complex and antioxidants. Even the convenience of a microwave is a health hazard, as it creates uneven heat pockets that turn parts of the egg toxic. The healthiest way to cook eggs is by poaching them or steaming them on low heat. If you love an omelet, keep the flame low and cook it slowly to preserve the natural moisture and nutrients. Mistake number 3 involves a major storage error that turns your kitchen into a breeding ground for pathogens. Where you put your eggs in the fridge determines how healthy you stay. Most American refrigerators have a dedicated rack on the door, but this is the worst place for them. Every time you open the door, the temperature fluctuates, causing microscopic condensation to form on the shell. This moisture creates a highway for bacteria to slide right inside the egg. Research proves that eggs stored on the door spoil 2 weeks faster than those kept in the main compartment. Always keep eggs in their original cardboard carton on the middle shelf where the temperature is consistent. Also, store them with the pointy side down. This keeps the air cell at the top, reducing the risk of spoilage by 60%. And a warning for the clean freaks: never wash your eggs before storing them. Washing strips away the cuticle, a natural protective layer, allowing bacteria to penetrate the shell instantly. Only wash them right before you crack them open. The second most dangerous mistake is cross-contamination, a bone-chilling error that happens in almost every American home. When you crack an egg on the side of a bowl or the counter, invisible bacteria and tiny shell fragments spray across a 3-foot radius like volcanic ash. We often touch spice jars, fridge handles, or faucets with hands that have just handled raw eggs. A shocking study from the University of Arizona found that 75% of kitchen sponges contain deadly Salmonella that survives even regular soap. This bacteria can live on dry surfaces for 4 weeks. A single eggshell can harbor over 100,000 bacteria invisible to the naked eye. If you don't scrub your hands with soap for at least 20 seconds after cracking an egg, you are poisoning your family. Always crack eggs into a separate, dedicated bowl and sanitize your workspace with hot water and strong detergent immediately after. Finally, we reach the number 1 most lethal mistake: failing to cook the egg thoroughly. This isn't just an error, it's a silent killer. According to the CDC, thousands of people are hospitalized every year due to salmonella poisoning from undercooked eggs. The scariest part? An infected egg looks, smells, and tastes completely normal. While the sunny side up or runny yolk trend is popular among younger Americans, it carries the highest risk of survival for deadly bacteria. For children, the elderly, or pregnant women, undercooked eggs can be life-threatening. The safest bet is to ensure both the white and the yolk are firm and set. If you must have a soft yolk, use pasteurized eggs or ensure the egg has been boiled for at least 7 to 9 minutes in bubbling water. To truly protect your household, you must realize that these microscopic invaders do not just cause a temporary stomachache, they trigger a cascade of internal damage that can last for years. Recent 2025 health reports indicate that chronic exposure to low-level egg toxins can lead to systemic joint inflammation and a gradual weakening of the heart muscle. By ignoring these safety protocols, you are essentially gambling with your longevity every single morning. The cumulative effect of these 7 blunders creates a toxic burden that your liver simply cannot keep up with, eventually leading to metabolic burnout. From this special report from Senior Secrets Health 365, it's clear that a few moments of carelessness can turn a nutritious meal into a dangerous poison. By following these 7 golden rules, you won't just stay out of the hospital, you'll harness the world's best fuel for your brain and body. Your health is your greatest asset. Don't neglect it. If this information helped you today, please share this video with your friends and family across the country. We love hearing about your experiences, so leave a comment below.